What's up, everybody? Patch 0.55 just came out today. We got a new tuning patch, some changes. I'm really excited to see what comes out of this one. This patch is called Fearless Stronghold. Let's just get right into it. I want to see the new Battle Pass card. I want to see some of the tuning, and then we'll go into some of the miscellaneous stuff going on in this patch. All right, going straight in, let's see the new Battle Pass card. We got Merciless Bulwark. It's a 3/6 retaliate. The unit and adjacent units get +1/+1. For you guys that don't know, retaliate means when this unit takes damage, it'll proc its effect. It's an earthen card. It's a rare, which means you can play 3 of it. This card's pretty good. I like it a lot. It can create pretty strong boards. Maybe we see more Misra loyalists come back again. I actually kind of like this. I do think Miasmancer hurts Earthen a lot, though. So if that gets addressed, then this is better. But if it's not addressed, then it's still a problem for Earthen. They'll have to find some way. I mean, it's just going to be weaker. It is what it is. Like, it's just going to be weaker, but this card's good. 3 of it is good. There's a deck here. You could make a deck off this, but my only concern is Miasmancer. It's still strong. Let's do, I'm scared. Let's do the actual tuning. Let's go see the balance patch. All right, we're at card changes. Message from the game team. They're excited about most of the changes in the past from their newly formed internal meta and balance team. Okay, so this is a first patch from technically a new team or an added on team. It's the first shot for some of these guys, so this will be cool to see. We're primarily concerned with the all universal deck. Yeah, I think that makes sense. That deck's absurdly strong, and it definitely needs some work, so they're going to try to tweak some of that and fix some quality of life. So I think we're going to see some cards, some random cards, like we see here, Trade Secret. You guys don't even know what this does. You copy all upgrades attached to a friendly unit onto another. It used to cost 3, now it costs 2. It doesn't make a difference. Like, the problem with upgrades and Ogden Core right now is all the good upgrades proc when going to the waste. So what are examples of that? It used to be Kill Switch. Now it's Portable Energy Bay and Upcycle Technology. So it's not like you have a lingering unit with a bunch of upgrades on it that you want to copy to another. It's usually one of these go to waste of activations or an aftermath. Portable Energy Bay still is really good. The problem is Miasmancer counters aftermath abilities, so that's why no one's playing Ogden Core, even though it's pretty good. It does, yeah, still lose to Uni. It has a bad Uni matchup, but yeah, I don't think this card will matter too much. Hidden Vaults, oh my god. Okay, another a card. I think it's kind of funny when they find these cards that like don't have a lot of value and they're like, it's 0 now. Please just play it. Please just play it. But yeah, Hidden Vaults now cost 0. You have no hand limit. I don't think this card will still see any play. You'll see some fun decks with this, but I don't think you'll see any big plays with this. Even in a Uni deck, it's fine. Once you get the Freitas up, the game's already over anyways. Even if you overdraw, it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. We got a Relic change. ID and Decoy, for those of you that don't know. It's a 4-cost Relic, and at the start of your turn, you take 1 damage. All IDN cards, you take 1 damage, either at the end of your turn or at the start of your turn. If the enemy has 8 or more health than you transform it into a 4/8 unit, and if the health gap goes under 8, then it goes back to a relic. So this card is like can transform, but now the unit that comes out gets battle ready. This is an interesting one. The unit, if for those of you guys don't know, the unit also does damage you, so you are still taking procking 1 damage ticks, but it's okay. I don't think it's okay. Cool, I guess. I like that it's more useful because it activates and stuff now. So yeah, let's see. Pocket Dimension. Oh my god. Okay, we're making this 3, so it's not crazy. If this card ever goes to like a 1 cost, I think we might get some crazy decks that like will just try to appear out of nowhere. Pocket Dimension, basically you don't draw anymore, but every time you play an effect, you can draw a card from your deck or get a random card from your Singularity and add it to your hand. There are some meme decks that have this with like 3 Engine Whisper and Harp, and you have to have all of them on the board and all your effects are free, and then you just destroy your opponent's bank. Once you hit like Data Breach and stuff, like it's pretty fun. But like if we're talking meta, Alvaro's and Point Defense Turret builds will still be a huge problem for a deck like this. So and 3 is I don't think enough. So it's whatever. Cool. I'm happy they changed it. So wait, what the Steward of the Garden? Steward of the Garden now has 3 health. We don't want to take away the identity of this card, but we do want to knock down how effective it is at running away with games early on. Somebody check in on iRacer. That is bad. Steward of the Garden effectively just my my understanding based on the text is that they don't want you to Nehemiah combo as freely. Like you Steward of the Garden into Moonlit Star of Alicia into Nehemiah, and then you have a 7/7 and a 6/6. But man, 3 health is bad. Target Painter plus PS8 now kills this. PS8 and Gunslinger kills this. It's a bad day to be an Earthen player.
Are you all right, Colonel?
Yeah, I'm fine. Except, it's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you got a Battle Pass card. If you really wanted to nerf the Nehemiah combo, you could just raise the cost of Nehemiah. I feel like that's better. Make it like a 5 cost or something so it's not like as in line. Maybe that answers your issue. I do think in the long term, this card would have gotten nerfed anyways as we got more powerful cards. But for right now, in the state Earthen is in, this is rough. Let's move on. Singularity Steward now is changed to after a unit is banished on your turn. Okay, so what this does is the mirror match skill ceiling is now lowered for sure. You used to have to, if your opponent had multiple stewards, you had to play around with your banishes. It would be pretty tough. You'd have to make like really, really good trades and uses of your banish so that you weren't buffing steward on their side. And now you don't have to worry about that. So that's really, really good. Honored Steward hitting a unit. You don't have to worry about Steward getting buffed in the mirror match. New Dawn is effectively kind of buffed in the mirror match because you can now New Dawn and not worry about their stewards getting buffed off it. I don't like this, but it's okay. I don't like this change. It's okay. This change is better than this one, but it's okay. Ooh, Uni nerfs. Okay. So we have Freitas got her health changed to 4, but let's read the text. There's a lot. We know that Freitas and Ingrid have been conspiring lately to rain value down on all universal decks, and they'll need a full rework soon. We know that a huge number of players just got their hands on these cards, and we want to ensure that those players retain some value from that. So we're taking a light touch approach here while we work on a more permanent solution. That means reworks are coming to Freitas and Ingrid eventually, but for now, soft nerf. It's still good. Freitas is still good, but the big one, I know I just had it hovered, is Ingrid now costs 8. That's a big nerf. Ingrid now will feel like a demo. There's a big difference between 7 energy and 8 energy in this game, and you can't like it. It might be a little bit awkward now playing her in the sense that like you can't clearly define what card will be the last card you play to getting her. It's not as clean. Like you used to just Miasmancer chain at like turns 4, 5, 6, and then play Ingrid on 7. But now it costs 1 more. You can't do that as cleanly. I think this deck is still good. Hot take. This deck is still good. It's an okay nerf, but I'm sure other players will disagree with me that will say this is a bigger nerf. I feel like I totally understand the concept of doing a rework and just doing light balancing now. But I still would have changed some of the effects for Ingrid. Like, in my opinion, I would have lowered the amount of discards to 1. And I also would lower its attack possibly to 4 so that it can't steal as powerful units. If you really want to go crazy, you can make it 3. Those are some of the things I would try. Some people want to remove the haste from the unit you steal. I don't know how I feel about that one, but I'd probably maybe lower the discard and adjust the units it can steal and then see from there. That's what I would try. But I see Baron. Let's see the Baron nerf. All right, Baron now, after you play an effect from your hand for the first time each turn. Okay, so they limited. It's once per turn now. I like this change a lot. So far, this is the best change I saw in this patch, in my opinion. Baron would run away with games. You'd Baron and Triumph of the Lost, and then you would get 2 5 costs and like, let's assume like 2 costs or 3 costs or something from your opponent. It was crazy good. It made Neve really strong because you would like fill up your Neve board with 1 interaction, 1 combo. So this is good. This is a good nerf. Baron, you needed to be controlled a little bit. You needed to leash some of that. So I'm glad they did that. That's a good change. Thank you for that one. I like that one. All right, so those are the nerfs. Those are the tuning changes. What do I think off that? Okay, big thing to notice. We have no Kathy changes, right? There are no Markolian nerfs. There's no buffs to Cathari. So I think Cathari is still, in the D leagues. Marco is, especially unit Kathy, is now the S tier deck. This is the best. That's the best deck in the meta right now, without a doubt. Catherine is the best deck. Uni, I think, is still second. It's still a good deck. I don't care what anybody says. For now, I think that's a good deck. Shroud is still good. I mean, they got reined in. That Shroud did get nerfed a little bit. It makes Kathy even better. There's a world for normal Ogden Core, but I just don't think they are great in a Miasmancer meta. So, as long as people are playing Universal and Kathy and Miasmancer, they can adjust the decks to handle Ogden, in my opinion. Man, I'm looking at Steward. This Earthen nerf is hard. Yeah, Earthen, you guys got to be you guys got to get even more creative, because it's not going to be easy for you. Good luck with that. I'm not doing that. And Cathari, I forgot you guys exist. What are things I would have liked to see in this patch, though? I wish we saw some changes to cards like Miasmancer. I think that card's far too strong right now. Disabling keywords and stopping musters and assault is really, really good. That card only costs 3. I don't know. I think a cost increase would have been good to make it awkward for Uni. Also, I think that would have been a good nerf. Also, keep it out of the range for Catherine. I think that would have been good. I wish we got Juggernaut Workshop nerfs. This Paragon has been the sole carrier of the Ogden Core parallel for ever almost now. It's an insanely good deck. It always gets value. You can only really experiment with that deck because it always gets value. The tokens are far too strong. Keep the attack token the same. Let's bring the ping token, the 2 damage. Keep it 2 damage and make it a 2/2. And then the defender, get rid of some attack. 1/6 is okay. Let them be specialties of what they are. The defender unit's far too strong. You can bring that out whatever you want because it's just good. You can attack into things. And then the 2/5 it's hardly a decision because you're oh, I'm gonna lose it anyways. And then it's a 2/5. It's a good body. I think the Juggernaut needs to get nerfed. I've seen some people talk about drone printer nerfs. I think it's fine. I wouldn't nerf it. It still synergizes with, even if you make it a 4 cost, it still synergizes with Universal because that's when you get your token anyways. So nerf the token, make it less effective. Some people have said make the workshop take 5 turns to get the first token. I don't know about that. I think start nerfing the tokens and then see from there, is it still as much of an impact? What else would I like to see? Let's talk about Markolian. Markolian, what would I have liked to see nerfed? Rallying Cry. I think Rallying Cry should be a 4 cost. And I think it should not get legendaries because it is far too strong rolling into a Muriel or a Hearth. It's really, really good. I've seen people suggest that maybe it rolls 2 costs and under, but I feel like that's really bad. But something to keep in mind with all of this is that we are getting a new expansion soon. And what bothers me with this patch, I think the most, is I know the Aftermath patch is going to be big. They're going to do so much changes. They did it with Planetfall. And it's give us some time with that. Make those big nerfs and let us play a format with those swooping changes and then bring us Aftermath. I wish we got that for Planetfall with the base set. So I hope they don't do that this time around, but I feel like that's the route they're going. We've gotten soft changes and then one big hard one for Planetfall. So I hope they do that. We're still in beta. Let us experiment. Make shit crazy. I'm okay with that. That's one thing I wish. Yeah, what else? What else would I change in Marco? Is there anything else major? I think Rallying Cry is a good one. Miasmancer hit would affect that too. I think that's a good one. I would have at least liked to see some of those. I have some other cards too that I would like to change. Maybe I'll do a video on that, on what I would do if I were to do some balance changes for Parallel. But those are some of the thoughts off the top of my head right now. So let's go through bug fixes, ritual markings, and Nehemiah. It didn't work when Nehemiah was buffed, so now they got rid of it. That's good. Miasmancer, that's a good one. That's a good one. We were having interactions where you would generate a copy of Miasmancer and it would go through an already active Miasmancer, so you could reverse Miasmancer your opponent. You can't do that anymore. That's really good. They fixed the bug with Tabula Rasa. That's really good. Basically, if you still had energy and you played Tabula Rasa from Triumph of Europa, it would kill your energy like it normally does and then just end your Triumph of Europa. So I'm glad that got fixed. And then what else we got? TVA Star was bugged, so now it actually gets the right upgrade. That's good. Virulent Spores animation is faster. I'm gonna test this, but this probably is the best. This is one of the best quality of life changes we need because it's so slow. Let's go through the rest of the patch. All right, new cosmetics. Naya skin. Mid. All right. Card back is sick. I like the card back. Card frame is pretty cool. Why is it like a Marco one? We got a green one last one, actually, so I guess that makes sense. Title, Bulwark. That's pretty badass. I like that. Prime variants. Okay, so there's 2 prime variants of cards in the game now, Wong and Harf. So Harf was given out to people that played in the Creator Invitational, and Wong was given to the Kickoff Invitational entrance, so 128 players. I don't remember. Player inventory refresh button. This one's actually really sick. Basically, if you bought cards or not cosmetics, but if you bought cards or items for the game on the NFT side, you had to like completely reload the game for them to be refreshed in. I guess now there's a refresh, so now you can see it. Now you can hit the refresh and see them. It doesn't have cosmetics yet, but it will. That's really good. It's a bit good quality of life change. It was awkward before. Game fueled UI UX improvements. Removed unnecessary noise, adjusted positioning of various elements. So I actually have a picture of this. I'm going to show it. I can't point. I'm going to show it here. I think it's okay. I don't like it. It makes it so, the game is so empty, like even more empty. And I think that was a criticism before. Like the Paragons even further to the down left seem kind of weird to me. The energy being brought up, like I guess they're symmetrical now on both sides, but I don't know. It just seems like there's so much empty space. There is more space for like streamer cameras and stuff, so maybe that was the thought, like more camera feeds. But I don't know, like it just feels, it just feels so open. Like I don't know how to fix it. I'm not a UI UX guy, but I feel like I want more things a little bit more condensed. Like I think that would be better. I don't know. Let's talk about the Battle Pass card. If you have the Bulwark NFT at the end of this month, the Battle Pass card, you will have a chance of getting a special edition perfect loop. A perfect loop? That's the first perfect loop we've gotten for a Battle Pass card. That's actually pretty sick. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Overall, let's rate the patch. It's okay. It's not that great. But I kind of expected that because we have a new expansion coming out in a month or so. I don't know when exactly. And then on top of that, no Kathy changes is wild to me. Like, and then Earthen got hit, which sucks. I like some of the Uni changes. Baron change was by far the best. Steward change I don't like. These cards like don't even matter. These 4 are just there for fun. Have fun. Thank you guys for watching. This is cool. I'm going to be doing these all the time now. There's going to be more videos popping up soon, more player interviews. I have a whole backlog that I'm finishing up. On top of that, the majors are happening this weekend. Make sure you watch that. Yeah, give that a watch and see how people adapt to this meta. I mean, I'm the coach of Exile. We have 2 players that are competing, so we'll see how we adjust to this. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm Muka. You will hopefully be seeing more from me soon. And yeah, I will catch you guys later.